All right, everybody. Let's all smile at the camera real quick and make it really weird to start off.
Let's make it weird.
Welcome back to the Keystone Keys podcast. Along with myself, I am the peon of the group, just so you guys know.
Peon. No.
Yes,
no.
peon. I mean nothing to these people. My buddy here, Reagan Weiss.
What's up, everybody?
Yep. Principal broker and owner of Keystone Mortgage Solutions, Lindsay Weber.
Good morning.
And we have a wonderful new guest with us today, Miss Samra Sameni of Gypsy Pools.
Hello, everybody.
Yes.
Hello.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
So I am immediately going to turn this over to Reagan because he told me beforehand that he has 17 questions.
Whoa!
for her.
17 questions.
So we are putting you on the
Wow.
spot.
All right, so
I have no idea what these
so
questions
not
are.
true, but I'll think of 17 right now. I promise.
Holy schmoly.
All right, so Samra, here's the deal.
Would you prefer 43 questions?
That would be I could do that.
All
That would
right. Oh,
well
boy.
done on
We'll
that,
be
by the
here
way.
all day.
Well done. All right, so people want to know what a Florida stock tank company
Yes.
is. Like, what is that? What is a tank pool or stock pool?
So they are stock tanks that are for livestock, essentially.
Okay.
They're also known as watering troughs. And I did not invent this. I will be very upfront with that. We are just providing something to this market that wasn't available before. And we convert these stock tanks to swimming pools, and we add on a high quality sand pump and filter onto them. And they're affordable and fun and customizable, and the
They're
list
cool.
goes on.
All right, so you didn't invent it, right?
No.
But it came like from out west, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of story. That's where I kind of saw them
Yes.
coming through. So you, in my opinion, I think you're one of the first ones here in our area, at least,
Yeah,
to bring them
definitely.
to fruition in this area.
Yeah.
Nobody has that.
Yeah.
Right.
No, what a
And-
great place to do it too.
Right. So let me ask you a couple questions right off the bat, right? Because then people are going to hit you with the negative right away, but I don't need you to combat it, right? So is this something that would be an issue within HOA developments?
It could be. I will be super transparent with that.
Right.
It could be. I'm trying to figure out ways to combat that because I did already have a client in St. Augustine who I've been in touch with for months. Sent him some plans, and they were like, immediately it's considered an above ground pool. So no. So
Mm.
now, and I told him, I was like, do not use those words. But I feel like with the customization, you can kind of make them look a little bit more snazzy.
Right.
Yeah. So what are the dimensions on one of these?
So they are all 24 inches deep,
Mhm.
and I have 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot, and 11 foot sizes, and that's the diameter.
Mhm.
And I am the only person in Southeast America to cover 11 foot.
Nice. Can we bring this up on the screen so people know what we're talking about at the same time? I would love that, Mr. Jesse, if you can just possibly do that.
gonna
while
work
we're
some
waiting.
magic
He's gonna
back
work some
there.
magic. So, all right. So here's my
Hey,
thought
whoa,
process.
whoa!
What?
We forgot to.
What I do?
We forgot to tell everybody that
That's
Jesse's
your
here
fault.
with us. That is my
you
fault.
are the
I-
main. You started
Told
the
you.
whole thing.
I was so quick to hand it over to you too. Jesse Guthrie,
Yes.
the wizard back there in the corner working his magic for us.
So-
It's our
so
producer.
Tell everyone what he does.
JLG Productions. He does web design,
Yep.
production, podcasts.
Boom.
I mean, you name it, he does it. If it's
Facebook, social
yeah,
media. He
digital.
does it all.
anything
Nice.
digital, he is the man, and we appreciate him.
Yeah, we're seeing some pictures of the pools. They're pretty cool looking.
All right. So
So there we go.
there we go.
Oh, look at
I
that.
would
That
say
looks-
that it would
That
be
looks wonderful.
like-
Hey, can you go back to that pink one that was just up there?
So
Look at that.
explain this to us, Sam.
Look
Tell
at
us
the-
what this is all about.
It's in a pergola. Look at that setting.
So that stock tank pool, somebody decided to paint it, and that's not one of my stock tanks. So to a certain degree, I'm a believer in fake it till you make it. To a certain degree, not fully, right?
Right.
So I started kind of blasting, creating my social media and kind of posting before I actually even had these stock tanks.
Mhm.
So I had to
Yeah.
go get inspo pictures.
Build the
So
hype.
I found a lot that I liked. So I would reach out to the people who the stock tanks belong to. Hey, can I
Right.
use your photo?
Right.
Everybody was so excited, like, oh my God, yeah, use it.
Well, at
So-
least that is amazing because you have other people wanting you to succeed and utilize their stock videos.
Yep.
So that's not even fake it till you make it. That's you asking permission,
Permission.
saying, yeah, that's so completely different.
and I do tag the individuals who own the stock tanks. So
Right,
it's
right.
not like I'm just, there's
Right.
a yellow one right there. Did anybody else's headphones falling off their heads?
This is what happens. It's okay.
Put it
It's
over
okay.
top of your hair.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll use it. We'll
There
take
you
it
go.
there. So that pink one, they decided to paint the inside of it as well. And then this, that somebody decided to paint that one yellow.
Mhm.
This one is an Airbnb out in Texas,
Nice.
and
that.
it's like Bali vibes. I love this one, and that's why I like them, because they're so customizable. You can leave it bare, like a metal like that, and then add a little deck around it, which is what I'm in the process of doing to my own right now. And we just decided to offer painting. So
Your own style.
mhm.
Cool.
So a specific type of paint, or is it just Rust-Oleum?
Good point.
So there's a really, we kind of found a way that I don't want to really share, because there's
Okay.
some other stock take
Trade
companies
secrets.
that I feel like
Yeah.
Okay.
they're trickling into Florida. So
We're going to be signing an NDA.
And
after this.
I don't know what your good idea is, but my thought of, when we spoke probably about a week ago was that you could go and you could powder coat them. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't know if that's something that you do, but I thought that would be cool that you could powder coat them, and
I like
then you
that.
prevent any kind of rusting or.
We have
doing
a-
something similar to
Cool.
that. Yeah. But typically you need to sand these down fully. And then after you sand them down, you have to do a vinegar rinse on them. And
Wow.
it's a whole process. So I
Right.
found a way that's a lot more time effective.
Cool.
Awesome.
We do have a local powder coating company that does
We
have
do.
the ability to dunk
They
tanks
did
like
my
that.
Jeep doors, didn't they?
Yes,
Yeah.
they did. I'm not going to talk about them yet because I have to talk to them, get the permission to say it. If
But there's
something they want
options.
to offer, but there
But there
definitely
is
are
options.
options in our market.
So really quick, I'm going to go into right away. We talk about a bunch of things on the Keystone podcast, but one of them is obviously marketing. And to me, my opinion would be right away would be for you to get in touch with the Airbnbs, right? So if the Airbnbs in our community, right, and literally like have that conversation where, yes, I'm looking at your Airbnb, but not to rent it. I'm doing it for this reason. Then you could just infiltrate each Airbnb owner left and right.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Especially because right now Airbnb did come out and they said that we are going to be pushing the unique properties
Right.
before the
Right.
regular ones. The thing with Airbnb though is sometimes they don't release the addresses until you book the Airbnb.
Right.
So I have to get creative with messaging the owners, and then sometimes they've got the managers that are managing them.
So is, with Airbnb, do you own any Airbnbs by
We
chance?
just sold it, so I could speak
So-
on it.
Do you have do all Airbnb owners have access to a database?
That's a great question. There's an app within the owners that we can talk to each other.
There you go.
Oh,
So I
Just
I
have to
think
buy
I might be able to get you that
Airbnb.
information.
that would be super
Now I want a free damn pool. I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
Yes, Chris Webber, everybody. So anyway, so unique properties, Airbnbs, and so forth. My thought process with the HOA was this, right? Like you can't say above ground pool, but what about
I mean,
spas? Like, if it's
Essentially,
heated,
essentially, yeah. And
Right?
we are offering heaters now as well.
so it's the terminology, it's the verbiage,
Yes.
It's the definition of what the HOA describes as an above ground pool.
right?
That's what you need to find out. And
Mhm.
every HOA is probably going to be a little bit different.
All those loopholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
We had talked about insurance too, and I think that it was okay with insurance because of the depth.
Yep,
That
yep,
was
and
2 feet
permitting
or under.
and- yeah.
So
So you don't have, there's nothing special. Like if I get a spa, I don't have to get extra insurance, right?
I don't know that answer.
I guess it
but
depends
she
on the depth.
specifically she
Right.
specifically asked,
We never
insurance agents.
Well, I'm
Extra insurance.
We
when
don't
had
do
her.
things
I'm also a realtor, so I've done a lot of things with HOAs and dealt
Right.
with them. And
How you present it.
well, but yes, absolutely. And as far as I know, my clients who have purchased homes with spas have not had to do anything special with
Right.
their
What
insurance.
if we put them in the ground?
You could do that as well, but then the plumbing portion of it
Still
gets a little
different.
tricky because
Yeah.
mhm.
Well, then you got to trench it up. You got to
Yep.
plumb it a little bit. It can be done. It's got to be done
It's
differently.
no longer
So-
above ground.
I
So-
see Longleaf. I see Starkey Ranch. All
Boom.
these things in our area.
Mhm.
And a lot of these people have these above ground like swim training things, and that, you can
Plunge
drown
pools.
in that, right?
Plunge pools, yeah.
Right, and a plunge pool. So, and then that's another thing too about the plunge pool. That's a whole nother.
Oh yeah.
That's a
coming
whole
soon.
nother. Yeah. So,
What were we
kind of
talking
give us a
about?
little taste of that.
The plunge pool?
Yeah, the plunge pool.
So I mean that's like really big right now with a lot of these gurus started doing the cold plunges with the
Mhm.
Yeah.
ice baths.
Like the athletes.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
athletes, Tony Robbins,
Yeah.
So usually you use the oval style stock
Yeah.
tanks for those, but I've seen people use the 8-footers that I carry and they just fill it with ice and they get in with their friends and they have like
Ugh.
little, retreats.
Sounds like a
and-
Ice
wonderful
bath
time to
parties,
me.
yeah.
Dude, let's do an ice bath party.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
I mean, we would need it if we did like a run or something. Back in the day, that would have been great,
Yeah,
right?
10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years we were doing mud runs and stuff. I
Now we
died
have a
and came back to
hot
life,
tub.
but yeah.
What's wrong with him?
Anyway, all right. So
I was miserable this morning.
where are you really?
Oh my God. I took my daughter to the bus stop. You know,
Yeah.
what, 6 o'clock, 6:15 this morning.
Yeah.
Freezing. I
Yeah.
was freezing. It
Oh,
was
just
terrible.
because of the weather alone.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
early in the
Right.
morning.
Maybe
Old
that's what it
school.
is. This is me this
I'm,
morning. Like,
I'm spoiled.
why
when
is
it
my
comes to
arm
weather.
dead? I can't move it. Oh, it's cold. Never
Y'all
mind.
are showing your age.
But then by the
Jeez.
afternoon, it shoots up to 80
It's true.
sometimes.
This is
so
true.
It's
That's true.
crazy.
All right.
Perfect time for a tank pool.
This is true.
Perfect time.
All right. So if we're not talking about HOAs, we're talking about other, other communities and I guess developments and municipalities, etc. No permit, none of that stuff,
Nope.
right?
Well, let me ask you. You were in construction. When, like, let's say somebody decides they want to put it in ground,
Yeah.
and now you're trenching. Do you need a permit at that point?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Immediately.
for digging.
Immediately. I mean,
Yeah.
you're hooking up electric,
Right.
permit right there.
Mhm.
Plumbing, permit right there. So that's fantastic. So the question is, how quick does this come to fruition? Like, you come out to the house, we want it, we sign on the dotted line.
Mhm.
What's the process?
We don't even come out to your house.
What?
So what you do is you go on to our website, which right now it's still in production, but we have a
Soft
soft launch website right now.
Softlaunch.com, or I'm sorry, softlaunch.gypsypools.com.
Yep. So if you go there, you can put a deposit in. Then the next step after the deposit is we request photos of the ground because we do not level your ground. So that
okay.
is something that needs to be done. In the future, that might change. but
Opportunity.
right
I was about to
now-
say opportunity. Do you
Yeah.
have someone that you collaborate with or
We do
recommend
not.
right now?
No,
Okay.
we are working on that.
It's another opportunity.
I think it's really important.
It's a landscape company.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's important who you collaborate with as
Right.
well. So there's a few
Right.
feelers I have out there, but I do need to kind of get.
We
one or
have
two
people
up
we know
there.
as well. We can point you in the right
would love
direction.
that.
So we're talking about ground compaction, right? We're talking about gravel,
Yep.
or are you doing all that, or is it just leveling the land, or do you need gravel and all that fun stuff?
I mean, you can use paver sand to level your land. You can
Yeah.
use decomposed granite. You can use pea gravel. But the thing with that is when the tank sits on it, it could be a little crunchy.
Right.
So shout out to H2O Tank Avenue out in Cali.
Mhm.
They came up with this idea where you could put gym mats down over the gravel, and then you just kind of take like a
Exact knife.
yep,
Cut
and
around
just
it.
cut around it. Have a
Cool.
nice
Cushion.
soft cushion underneath. Yeah. So,
Interesting.
mhm.
Do you pad can you pad the bottom of the pool too? Is there a way to pad that?
On the inside,
Yeah.
um,
Now I got her thinking.
Mhm.
Now we got her thinking. I'm just saying.
yeah,
kids,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
For those cannonballs.
Nope.
Well,
We're
there's a
something
lot of
waterproof,
there's a lot of opportunity as far as the landscaping side.
Mhm.
You know,
The ideas are endless of
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
things
absolutely.
that you could do. We had talked before that we're trying to come up with a location to have like a commercial location where you're able to go and
Mhm.
have a group of these pools and maybe reserve them or something like that, kind of
Yep.
like a amateur works or
Yeah.
like a small
To
little-
me, this would be a collaboration. I'm going to throw it out there for an example because it just runs in my head. You have a guy like Keeler Fence, which is a fence company on US 19.
Mhm.
You need that kind of frontage, right? So he has a fence displays all on US 19, but there might be room there. I'm just throwing this out there. I'll call him. What if you collaborate? He gives you a piece of that. Also, Keeler Fence / Gypsy Pools for your
Mhm.
displays.
Fire.
Something like,
Mhm.
right?
Set it up. Let's do
It's
it.
all about collaboration,
Yeah.
getting you in the right area.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
Okay, I'll make that call. But seriously,
That
it's
would be so
something like
appreciated.
that. It's as simple. If people are like, what the hell are those? Because that's what's going to happen at first.
Right.
And then all the farmers and everything in the very beginning are like, is that like a trough? What's going on? Is it a feed
act-
store?
That's so funny that you
Right.
brought that up because these became so popular as swimming pools. Farmers are having difficulty finding these just for
Oh.
traditional.
Oh,
use.
they got to call
So,
you.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Right?
Buy
Yes.
it from you.
I have about 20 of each size left in stock right now.
Mhm.
And we're going to be running a Black Friday special. So keep an eye out for that.
Nice.
It's going to be really, really juicy. So
Awesome.
somebody's thinking about it. It's a great Christmas gift.
We keep looking at this. Like I'm waiting for something else to pop
Well,
up.
she's
but
got an
I'm just-
attractive logo.
All right,
It's very
I'm about
interesting.
to say,
thank
let's
you.
talk about that.
Thanks.
Please talk about the logo, how that came to fruition.
So Gypsy is actually the name of my family dog. But initially I wanted to call it something like Cowboy Pools, but that's
Mm.
already taken in Texas.
Mhm.
So I was like Nomad Pools. I was like, oh,
Mhm.
and then I was like, ooh, Gypsy Pools. And
Right.
I was like, oh, and I can name it after our little gypsy. So that's how the name came about. And then the logo, So I actually have a hobby of crafting a little bit on the side too. And I actually, that was my logo that I used for like my little crafting side hustle. And that that fizzled out. And I was like, oh, I can use this here. And I actually created that logo myself.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And the evil eye is very cultural with the Persian, Greek, Turkish, Middle Eastern,
Mediterranean.
Yeah, Mediterranean vibe. So, yeah, it just has a place in my heart, and I'm super obsessed with it. I got it on my earrings. I've got it on my bracelet here.
Have it on your cup.
Circle.
I see
like
that.
a pool, but it was also an eye.
Yeah,
It's really cool.
Yeah,
You did a good job.
Thanks, like water dripping.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Have you trademarked that yet?
No, I have not.
Jump on it.
I know, and my sister's an attorney, so
Oh, yeah. Call her up and get it done, because it goes away in a blink of an eye.
I know.
All right. So right now it's just the soft launch.gypsypools.com.
Yes.
So like people go to the website, what happens? What's the next step from there?
So when you go onto the website, it's very important to read our terms and conditions and our frequently asked questions section before you put a deposit in. Once you put the deposit in, then that's when we reach out to you. That's all you do. You go online, click the size that you want right now, read the terms and conditions, put your deposit in, which is 10% right now of the package that you pick, and then you pay for the rest at your install. But then after you put the deposit in, we contact you for the photos to make sure your ground is leveled. And
are you guys able to capture, those people that are coming on the website just to research?
As far as like
somebody that's interested, go to the website.
He does search engine optimization too, by the way. He does all that stuff.
So that's going to be on our actual like website once that's
Here's all right. So just constructive criticism, right? Because it's open forums.
Love it.
All
Please,
right.
please.
So in sales for construction forever, right? At the end of the day, people like the product. They're calling you to begin with. So right now you're saying just go to the website. You are already losing an opportunity to connect with someone by going. And I understand you're in real estate, other job, like you guys are doing other things. Like I understand that, but you're missing that opportunity to connect with someone one-on-one and walk out and say, this is where I see an opportunity on your property to put this. Because you got to understand, these people that go out there, like, oh, this is cool, but they have no foresight,
no vision,
and no vision to see
Creative
where
vision.
they would put something. So it's almost like they need you to say, okay, this is where I would envision this. And then on top of that, take it a step further, and I already know who you can collaborate with. Do you have a 3D design type thing where you can draw up the backyard?
No, like a 2020 or like
chief architect.
Right.
I'm already in there, bro. We're on the same page.
Yep.
You actually draw it up and you see it in 3D, and that's a part of the package, right?
Some
You have to
landscaping.
charge accordingly, but at the end of the day, people are visualistic and they got to see it. So now I can envision it like with a deck over it. It's surrounded, your palm trees, your plants. Your sale is way easier than it is. It's over there somewhere. Maybe we have to clear the land. We got to find someone. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it's the beginning of this, like this. And I'm glad we're talking now at the beginning, because I could see the evolution of where your company's going to go pretty quickly. But the question is, why could you not go out to help out with the sale?
I am a very face-to-face.
Yep.
That's my preference.
Real estate, right?
Yeah, I prefer to be face-to-face with anything. Even I don't like phone conversations. Like I just like being more like
One-on-one.
in front. Yeah. So that is something that I have considered. So after you brought that up, though, maybe there's a reason why I did think of doing that. So
I listen. Today's world, people I get it. It's to make things easier.
Yep.
You're making it easier, and I understand that.
People want to be pampered.
Right.
And
They do.
it's
They
true.
want, come here, let me hold your
Right.
hand. I'm going to show you what to do. And that's okay. We got lost in the moment. I apologize. I'm sorry, Lindsay. These
Reel
things
it back,
happen.
guys.
It's not the first time.
But it's true. They want their hand held, and I think it's for
Yeah.
your vision to come to life, and it's their vision coming to
Right.
life, right?
Yeah, you have to capture those people that are just going to the website to visit. Whether it's like, hey, reach out, contact us, let us come out and express to you what our vision is for whatever your yard looks like. Some people will have great ideas. And you go, hey, cool, go with it.
Right.
Yeah,
That
some
makes it
people
easier on you.
But the majority will not.
They'll click on it, they'll look at your website, and they're
It's
going to
when
be
you
like,
show
oh,
houses and the things that you're telling them, the things
They
that
have no
you
idea.
see
Yeah.
that they
They
don't
have
see.
no idea. Like, how's a couch gonna fit here?
Well, like,
How's the
me-
where's my TV gonna fit?
right.
Yeah.
So me personally, I wouldn't go to a website and put a deposit down immediately without talking to somebody,
Okay.
without going out, having somebody come out to show me, one, it's a legit company, right? Two, I want to know exactly what's happening before I put money down. That's,
Right.
and I'm pretty, I think that's a common thought pattern.
Let
Thought
me
process.
ask you this: is this the norm out west? Is this the
Yes.
norm? So you're trying to follow that model.
But I am trying to tweak it to where I make it my own. I don't want to copy and paste.
Right.
Right.
So it's the start, and I'm very coachable and very,
Right, which is awesome.
yeah. And I think
Right.
it's very important to be able to.
I think
adapt.
especially here in Florida, older generation, they just need that. This is the generation still here. I mean, we're Gen Xers, you're millennial, right? And any baby boomer above us, the generation,
Oh yeah.
they want that attention,
That's
and
true.
that's still your audience.
Mhm.
Hence why
It is.
your stuff's on Facebook more than anything else, because that's your audience
Yep.
still. Although the millennials think this is cool and it's going to happen for them, even them, they're like, I hate to say it, not to be millennials, but they also want their hand held because
do.
they've had their hand hold their whole life. So anyway.
Subtle shade. Okay.
But anyway, I either which way, awesome product. I love the fact that you showed the different,
Mhm.
you could paint them. You're already thinking outside the box about
Yeah,
padding, underneath,
customization,
customization. I
absolutely.
mean, it's
All the
a cool product.
landscaping.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Pavers. I mean, you name it. Deck.
Yeah.
Deck company, paver company, landscape company.
Talked to a paper company already, just trying to get feelers out there. And then I'm like, do I go door knocking? Like, I know I'm kind of with, door knocking.
But I would say it depends on the area.
So I don't think
Absolutely.
I don't think Starkey Ranch and Longleaf and those types of neighborhoods are where you want to start.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
really like. I drove through Longleaf with my boyfriend, and we were like, "Oh my god, that yard looks so cool with the."
They
gypsy
have a little.
background."
They have those micro yards.
So
You know what I mean?
cute.
That would
Yeah.
actually. I'm talking about the courthouse in between,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you guys have a pool, but a lot of people, and
Yeah, we have a corner lot. So
disclosure,
we're
they
a
live in
little
Longleaf. They have a pool in between, but there's a lot of people that don't have that, and you have
Right.
a corner lot. Those
Right.
people that have those inside lots, that's the perfect
A little
opportunity
8-footer
for
over there
them.
would be wonderful.
So to me, you're going to go with virtual door knock, right? So let me give you a little advice.
Okay.
So Hulu is where it's at right now. We've been doing a test market
Mhm.
with a friend of mine, and you can literally micro market specifically, to the development. You can actually find out how many kids are in the house, what kind of athletes are in the house, what they're watching. It's insane. It's a micro shot. So you can literally just do a video just like this. Hey guys, Sam here. I'm here in Longleaf, blah, 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 blah. And then literally just target Longleaf all day.
Wow,
Right.
Cool.
It's your digital door knock.
how strict is Longleaf?
I don't know that answer.
Very.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it?
Very.
Yes.
So I gotta.
You're not
take the
allowed to
president
change
of
out.
the
I would go to
dinner.
HOA.
What'd you think?
Go
If
to-
they have fences, anything can happen behind the
Right.
fence as long as you can't
That's
see it.
what I
As long as you
assumed.
can't
Yeah.
see it. Yep.
You can't see it, and it's not impeding any view,
No.
so it's not like an architectural issue,
It would
and
have
it can
to
be.
be
It's not
behind.
permanent. That's your key. It's not permanent, and I think that's how they get away with those swimming pools or the plunge pools because it's
Mhm.
not a permanent structure.
Mhm.
It can always be removed at any time. So as long as you that loophole, that
Mhm.
that bylaw we're moving around, the circumventing, lack of a better term, it's removable.
So,
Just saying.
kind of playing off of that, I
Mhm.
really feel like these would also be awesome for people who are renting, like just long-term renting,
Yeah.
who don't have a pool and have kids or don't
Right.
have kids, whatever. Like, and they just want something that they could relax in. That's
Yeah.
not like a hot tub
It's
style.
perfect for
that's
kids.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, they're great.
After the land is ready,
Mhm.
then what? How long does it take? Is it like a couple day process? Is it a couple month process?
So it
Like-
depends on how booked our schedule is.
Sure.
We can, if somebody puts a deposit in today, we could be out there next week. We could have a nice gypsy pool right before Thanksgiving. And the process takes about, depending on the size of the pool, it takes about 2 to 4 hours because
So it's a day process. It's not a.
Yeah.
So they're swimming by the end of the day.
they're swim. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Or if we start
Selling
at 9
point.
a.m., you're in the pool by the afternoon.
Yeah,
We talked
that's a
little
selling
bit
point.
behind the scenes as
Absolutely.
far as like filtration and all the different things that you can do as far as like the chemicals because I know that that's probably a big thing. You know, it's only 2 feet
So
of water.
salt water though, right? Salt
No.
pool,
So
salt
I'll let
filtration.
her
Yeah.
explain because there's a couple different options from what we had
Yes.
talked before.
So these stock tanks are galvanized, made out of
Mhm.
galvanized steel,
Right.
and the salt is corrosive. So
Mhm.
you have to be very careful, and so is chlorine. I mean, any
Right.
any chemical you use to clean the pool is going to be corrosive.
We're
But
gonna fill it with goldfish.
actually,
Koi ponds.
I had a gentleman reach out to me who was interested in purchasing the tanks for his koi
Right.
fish. But
Yeah, remember my mom was into that. She had like $3,000 butterfly koi
my
they were like this big. They
gosh.
were huge.
We had
Yeah,
a
it was
whole
insane.
We had a whole koi pond when
Yeah.
we lived
Wow.
up in Brooksville. We dug the
We
Wow.
Let's tell the story real
We might
quick.
have to edit
So
that out.
her and my mother were out there, like trying. You remember our house up in
Yes,
Weequahic?
I
It was,
do.
bunch of land
Yep.
in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere.
We
So
were
there's
doing fine.
roots and rocks, and they're throwing a fit. Like you should have seen. I'm looking at them through the window, just like. God.
We ended up in the bottom of the hole. I don't know how many times.
Yeah. So I just went out there and was like, get out of the way.
No, we did not. We should have. It would have been much easier.
That was a beautiful pond. Though.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All I
ruined the
did was come out.
Ruined the
Yeah.
chainsaw. He was so mad at me.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
it worked. I needed
She
to get the damn.
took my chainsaw, sticking it into the dirt to cut roots. I'm like, what are you doing? There's
Like,
sparks
do it.
shooting out of the thing.
On the next episode of Marriage Counseling, right?
Go through the process.
But yeah,
So-
so koi yeah,
Koi
we had
pond.
we had a
Beautiful
beautiful
when it
koi
was done.
pond. It was absolutely
Guys-
gorgeous,
If you
right
guys
next to
have
the
koi
gorgeous
fish.
fire pit and all that.
So I didn't ask him to dig it. He did it.
Lindsay,
because
it's okay.
he
Let it
was
go. It's okay.
tired of
It's
looking
okay,
at
Lindsay.
me.
Dude, you clearly have caused an issue
My chainsaw.
over 20 years.
I understand.
I never got another chainsaw after that.
No.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah, see. So yeah, we use in our pools we use hydrogen peroxide. So
Oh.
that's how we sanitize our pools. It's less corrosive. It's better for your hair, skin, and nails because our bodies produce it naturally.
Right.
So that's what we went
So
with.
the ratio, it's not like, isn't there like a thing?
You're not gonna bleach
right,
your hair.
Right, bleach
Oh,
your hair.
no,
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
So
Just-
we use food grade 35% hydrogen. I've burned my hands with it to be super
Okay.
honest, but the amount that we use to the ratio of the water,
Right.
it dilutes it to be like regular.
Perfect.
So it's probably
pharmacy grade.
healthier.
It's so amazing.
And then let's talk about the heat. I know that you said that the heat didn't really. You think it's a metal like pool, like if you touch it, that it'll be hot. But
Yes.
you're saying no.
No.
That's
Go
cool.
again with these headphones.
It's okay. We like the technical difficulties.
My
It's fine.
hair is just so silky soft.
That's what it is.
That's
Yeah, it's gypsy. It's gypsy-ish.
Gypsy
It's a result of the
It's
hydrogen
smooth.
peroxide in the water.
It's the new hair trend.
It's the hydrogen peroxide. No, it's they do not get hot, which a lot if they're empty. Oh man, when we were unloading these tanks, my boyfriend and his brother, thank you guys, shout out to you guys. They were in these tanks with the metal and the sun beaming in their
Yeah.
eyes, and it was just hot. And but when you put the water in it, it really balances it out, and it does not get hot at all. I mean, like it might be a little warm.
Right.
Right.
That's it.
But wintertime, you said we can heat them.
Yep, you
That's
can
pretty cool.
definitely
Kind of
heat
like a
them.
hot tub, hang out.
It
Cool
depends
weather.
on the size of the pool. If you're looking at a 10 and 11 footer, you're going to be able to warm your pool. You won't be able. It won't be hot tub
Mm.
Right.
temperatures. But if you
But
do an
warm.
8 or 9 foot, you could probably get up to like 104.
That'd be cool. Sitting out
warm's
under the
cool.
star, warm.
Right.
You have the fire on the outside.
Right.
The whole thing.
Oh
Right.
yeah, LED lights going on. I have magnetic LED lights for the inside, and those come with your in the package, and they're so fun. It really
Cool.
just elevates the vibe.
All right. So let's call out the white elephant pricing.
Oh,
Right.
Yep.
Pricing. So
Yes.
where are we
Yep.
at with pricing?
so right now our 8-foot packages are $4,350.
Great number.
And that comes with
That comes with your if you are within a 40-mile radius of Tarpon Springs. It includes the delivery, the installation, your stock tank, which our stock tank pools are manufactured in Hastings, Nebraska. They are Hastings tanks, and they are 20 gauge steel, and that's really rare to find right now with stock tanks.
Right.
So they're a very high end tank, which I mean, if you go to Tractor Supply, you'll see their tanks have like a strip of glue going down the
Mhm.
middle and stuff,
Right.
but my tanks don't have
all
those.
welded.
Yeah.
Welded. seams.
Everything, and they call roto rolling. It's like roto rolled
Mhm.
to where they're sealed and tightened.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah. Includes a waterway sand filter and pump, and those are also made in the USA. And you get a pool maintenance kit. You get some hydrogen peroxide to make it through a few weeks, and then you get some fun accessories that change from time to time depending on what manufacturers I'm able to.
Are you guys offering a service to maintain the pools?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
That's a
Right.
business in itself.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It's a whole nother
Yeah.
collaboration. as
Like
well.
your okay
Yeah.
idea. So you
That's a
have
different.
your
That's a department.
right. You have your website. You have everything running. Like literally buy now, click here, package for maintenance package at the same time, or prepay it for the year.
For the, yeah.
Boom, prepay
Yeah.
for a year, and then you get with the company and then go out and get it done.
Is it
I've
hard
already
to
talked
maintain,
somebody,
or
no,
just
oh
like
my
a-
gosh, they're so easy to maintain.
But
And
people
it's-
are lazy though.
Yeah.
I don't want to clean my pool. I call Brandon.
Leaves and
That's who I spoke with.
Did you? Good
yeah,
guy.
So,
Great guy.
actually, I don't want to use the word lazy, but yeah, you get something, you get a fun new
Busy, we're
project, and
busy.
you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, and you're like, oh my god, yeah, so exciting.
You want to enjoy it. You don't want to work on it.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. It's so therapeutic to clean these things. It's so fun.
That's what she
I
says.
like cleaning my pool
I
too.
don't
Nope.
know
Not me.
what
Nope.
it is. And
Nope.
a lot of stock
I'm with
tank
you,
owners.
bro.
Nobody wants to be out there with me. Perfect.
There's a yeah.
If you talk to some other stock tank pool owners, they will tell you how fun.
I already have another business for you. The covers for it.
Come
Custom
soon.
covers.
Right.
Custom covers.
Make them all look
Right.
like that right there.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Like,
That would be incredible.
yeah.
That would be super cool. Or like I said, customize them. Or your maybe your logo, your brand at the bottom of the
Mhm.
pool or
Yep.
whattever.
Vinyl.
Dude.
Mhm.
Last name.
You guys want to partner?
Initials.
There's a lot of stuff.
All
I
kinds
mean,
of
What do you
stuff.
think Amanda would think about wrapping a pool?
Right. It would be cool.
I think we
Yeah.
mentioned that before.
Yeah,
We're-
we had
we're
a
doing
meeting.
like a
Yeah.
trial run type of thing.
You
on
can
the
you
vinyl.
can literally wrap if you wrap it properly and then silicone the bottom of it.
Mhm.
Not silicone. What's the word? What's the verbiage?
Epoxy.
Epoxy the bottom of it to look like a koi pond, and then you're swimming in with
Oh,
koi
yeah,
that's
you
cool.
totally could.
at the bottom,
Mhm.
or just a pool or whatever, a pond, whatever.
That would be sweet.
Right?
That's awesome.
I want one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how they do those parties
want it
for
to
the
look like a
kids
bottomless
where they come
pit.
in and
Yes.
bring in
Right?
like
Just-
the
yes.
tents
Just keeps
and
on
stuff
going.
like that. You could bring them in for parties. Like, oh, we're having a
Kraken
girls'
down
night and
there.
we have this pool coming in and we're gonna go and hang out in the pool and have a girls' night. I wonder if you could do something like that, like a rent it.
I've thought of that too, and partnering with like the Feast Little Picnic pop-up companies.
Yeah.
You know, doing something like
I
that.
like where your mind's going.
Yeah.
I like it too.
Mhm.
Right.
Cool.
I'm working out logistics as far as insurance goes for stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's
Death waivers
yeah, well,
Yeah,
right.
that too. But
for
like,
real.
people just see the surface of what I'm doing. You know,
Mhm.
they don't really know what goes on behind the scenes. It's a lot.
There's
a lot
so
that
much.
goes into
Sure.
it. That's
So,
warehouse.
Woman business owner, that's cool too,
Yep.
right? So I know you used to get your boyfriend, you guys work together, but
Yeah.
still, at the end of the day, women in business, and that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Boyfriends and husbands were
Yeah.
just slave labor.
Right,
That's all it
dude?
is.
Right?
Dig the holes
No,
for the
that's-
koi pond.
Take the hole for the koi pond.
And
'Cause-
it's crazy because I'm like, I'm gonna do this myself, and then he takes over the project, and then later on he's like, "You did it, or did I?" do it?" So
Teamwork.
yeah.
Let me set that tone now. It's teamwork, everybody
is.
out there.
She
We
points.
need each other.
I dig.
Oh,
I'm okay with getting my hands dirty, as you can see.
not with those nails.
I've
Let's not
got-
even go there. I know that
Mhm.
manicure cost some change.
We'll leave. That's it. That's a different podcast.
Those are the back scratchers, bro.
All right, so we started with what was it, 43.50
For
for
an 8-foot.
the 8 foot,
Yep.
and it goes up to, remind me again, the largest you had.
The largest 11-foot, and because we're the only people who are offering these in the southeast of America, and they are extremely, extremely hard to transport. Very hard to transport. So because they're limited edition right now, those packages are $6,000 for the 11-footers.
Okay, so,
So you,
roughly 4,000.
I mean, that's a
6,000,
fraction of the
depending.
price of a pool, though.
Oh my
You know what
that's
I
like
mean?
the filter
Yeah,
Right.
right.
Yeah,
for a
right.
pool in today's
Right.
world.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I had a I was
And you
talking.
get everything.
I just was talking to Brandon because I had failure of my my pool filter, and my electric bill was
Again?
No, it's a new. It's still a couple months.
There
now.
was a 7
Oh,
in front of it.
geez.
No, $700 a month was my electric bill. $700 a month was my electric bill, and AC
Oh,
paid
it's-
a little bit.
House is 7,000 square feet.
No, it's
too,
not.
so-
No, it's not. So
And how many years old is it?
it was eons old. It's like 30 years old, the pump. So, but
Oh,
it was
wow.
running. Like it would
Yeah.
not stop running all day to keep it going. So he came in and put in what's it called, and whatever something speed
Yeah.
pump. I forgot.
Yeah,
80.
variable.
Yeah, variable speed pump, you know, whatever. But he told me, he's like, even a pump in today's world that size, that pool, you're 4Gs for the pump and install.
Yeah.
For the pump and install. Now you're getting a whole pool, right? I call it the margarita pool. Just chill out and relax.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
have a glass
Yep.
of wine, whatever,
Yep.
for the same price as you would get an install of a pump.
Totally
insane.
affordable. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
It's ridiculous. Do you do financing?
That's also something else that we're working on. So yes,
and now
companies-
it's ridiculously
companies that
affordable,
would- yeah,
right?
Yeah.
$150 a month, $200 a month, pay it
Yeah.
off in no time, boom,
Done.
done.
Yep.
Wow, I like it.
Thanks, guys.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Hey, I'll
Yeah,
put a
it's
plug. They
exciting.
could refi home equity line. I can help you out with that.
There you go. We're taking equity out. Boom.
Yeah, that would be great because if I'm also
Landscape the
trying to
whole
work
yard.
her with some developers, like some local developers that
Yeah.
have like little micro communities that they're building around
Mhm.
here, and just offering packages because they don't offer pools, you know, and some of them come with already pavered pads in the back. Like, how perfect would that be? You
Right.
get a little
Yeah.
setup.
You should hit all the
So-
small builders.
I
for
like
sure.
So with your
Samra.
pricing, do you have an additional price package for customization, painting, epoxy, all that kind of stuff?
So right now, we have decided to offer painting included in our packages.
Oh,
So
look at
that
that.
hasn't been advertised yet. So you guys are the first to hear about that.
That's cool.
And then
Is it standardized colors? Like,
so right now, what's included is just the base solid color.
Okay.
You go to Home Depot, pick out your bare exterior paint color that you want, and that's what we're familiar with.
Perfect.
So that's what we're using. And
Right.
be aware that swatches sometimes do not.
Yeah,
come out.
it's never the
Right.
same.
It's a shade or two off.
Especially on metal.
Yeah, so you send us the color that you want. We paint it. Now, there were some photos of some striped tanks that I sent in. So if you want multiple colors, stripes, or something unique like that,
Right.
then
Yeah.
contact us and we'll do a quote and see what we
Perfect.
can work out.
yeah, that's perfect.
And I know some artists too, and I think it'd be so cool if somebody wants, like, I don't know, people are really into anime these days.
Don't you
if
have
they
a guy,
want some-
a
Yeah,
painter?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I have
I
quite a
don't know
few.
if he would be interested.
It's
in that,
different.
but yeah.
It's different for sure. Why
I mean,
not?
these are different, so
Listen, anything that's unique and different, anything that grabs a niche market, like that's what
Yeah.
people gravitate to, right?
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, you're doing something completely different. Yeah, it's out west, but you're changing the game here in the southeast, like you said. So just continue to be different,
Mhm.
right?
Are you guys offering warranty or anything?
So unfortunately, the warranty for these tanks does get voided because we put holes in them for the
Okay.
plumbing. So, but we do offer, if you're within the 40-mile radius of Tarpon Springs, 14-day leak
Okay.
Right.
coverage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have a leak, we'll come out, try to address it. But I haven't done. This is just from research. I really haven't dug further than this, but these tanks are what they've labeled as self-healing. So if you have a leak, we say give it 2 or 3 days and it goes away. I don't ask. I don't know the details behind that.
Okay,
But-
I'm gonna throw out. This is really weird that she said that because I just had my bathroom redone, and the damn sink was leaking.
Oh,
Now I can't find the damn leak. I go underneath. I go, what? Where did it go? And I'm letting it flush, and I'm letting it
Self-healing,
run.
baby.
Oh, it's just
like-
running down your ball.
Yeah, no, like it was coming off the it was coming off the
P-trap.
P-trap.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Okay.
and all of a sudden I'm like, now it's dry. So every day I put a mat under there, I brush my teeth in the morning, I check it, I'm like, the
No.
leak's gone. What happened?
That actually-
Maybe it's self-healing.
It could be.
Maybe it just
It's-
sealed.
Well, yeah, because our pump on our own tank that we did at my house, the valves were leaking on the outside, and we're like, what is going on? Everything is super tight. We did we put the plumber's tape on it. Oh my god, I forgot the verbiage for that. But so I was like, what is happening? And then a few days later, it stopped.
Well, I mean, there's expansion and contraction.
Yeah,
That's always going
Weather,
to
of
happen.
course.
So
Could be,
who knows? Who knows? Mine though was leaking because I think they just glued it, and I prematurely went and turned it on to see if it was working. I don't think the glue, because I'm impatient.
Yeah.
yeah. Jumping the gun.
Again.
He's never done that.
No. All right. So obviously we can see all the information right here. CEO owner 727-510-1164, softlaunch.gypsypools.com, splash at gypsypools.com. So if they're going to email you, just email all your questions, comments,
Yes.
concerns, and they can also reach you on Facebook, social media.
Yes, I'm
Is that the
very
best way to get a hold of you?
I prefer social media,
Okay.
honestly. I'm very responsive on
Plus
there.
it keeps track.
Yes, it does keep track,
Yep.
and yeah, it's
You can see all of the pictures that
Yep.
you sent.
And I can also
Instagram,
put a face-
Facebook at the bottom.
you can put a face to a name with your clients. You know, I
Mhm.
think that's really cool and personable, and
Yeah, see what they like.
yeah, and people become your friend too. It's really cool
That
how
is cool.
the community grows that way. And
Well, you know what's cool too is that you and I've had a couple of private discussions as of recently. You want to be engaged more in the community, which is fantastic. You've already put your foothold in the real estate world, and now as a small woman business owner, you're going to put yourself out there as well, and doing things in the community. So that's pretty cool too.
thanks, guys.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
All right, are we done?
Nothing but success for this one.
Are we
Thank
done?
you.
Are we
Yeah,
wrapping
I
it
don't
up
know.
right now?
Sorry,
It feels
and
like a
it's-
wrap up.
Nah, well, I mean, we can talk about whatever
What else
now.
is going on? We got Thanksgiving coming up.
Yep.
coming.
You guys prepared? Everyone prepared?
Halloween was amazing, by the way.
Halloween was good.
Yep.
We
I'm
won't go.
definitely participating next year.
Yeah, that's
Alright,
all good. It was fantastic. We raised
Yeah.
a ton of money. And I will tell you that we'll be donating 25,000.
Wow.
I'm not done. $43.43 to Pasco County Parks and Recreation, which is pretty awesome.
Wow.
So,
That is awesome.
Excellent.
and that goes towards kids scholarships for swim programs and summer programs and a whole bunch of different things. And quite frankly, we're going to be asking, because the first, we kind of know where it went, but like that's what they told us.
Yeah.
But I really want to know like where it goes.
Right.
So they're going to let us know this year, like where the money is exactly going, because I want to see how many kids it really helped. You know, it says that we help kids. I want to know how many kids we help. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then I found out today, Wrap House, we're taking care of the Wrap House. They need some things done. So we're just spreading the wealth around that you guys put on your hard work and you busted your butts for. And that's the thing, Lindsay, you can speak on that, because it's not like, hey, we're going to do Halloween and like we just show up. It's months of preparation if you want to, like literally like what you and your team did.
Yeah, it takes months of preparation. It's awesome though. It's a lot of work, but it pays off. And
It's stressful.
it's very
It is.
stressful.
It
but
is.
like I said, it pays off. Like to see the people enjoy it and the kids that get to come.
Yep.
And
It's
I
the
don't know,
kids for me,
overall,
man.
I,
it's- it's
I will
worth it
tell
to
you,
me.
like after each night on my drive home. So I drove our golf cart up,
Right.
you know, and it was
Nice.
it was like a nice quiet drive home. And
Right.
I had my son Christian, he's 8 years old, and it was just this pleasant feeling on the way home after, you know, scaring the crap out of everybody, but making them laugh too.
Yeah,
you know.
The warm and fuzzies.
Yeah,
It
it was just nice.
It
It felt
is.
good. I mean,
It's-
my back was killing me.
Ditto.
I
But
posted
it was
on social
amazing.
media that we just had like a moment, I guess, with my son, and he had bugged me. Like this was the second night, and he wanted to go see what all the rest of the lots
Right.
look like, and just to watch him go through it. And
That's cool.
James Morris Tree Service, he decided that he was going to fly above our golf cart, and we were one of the last cars, so he didn't have to get up there. He'd been doing it for 2 days.
Right.
And his squeal of like amazement of James hanging from the crane or whatever.
Core memory
it was
for him.
cool. Yeah.
That's
So just stuff like
cool.
that. And every year I always have something that I take with me, and that was that for this year.
A takeaway.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And the thing
That's
is
cool.
too, we're doing this, right? We're doing this all now, and people think we do it for certain reasons or accolades. But at the end of the day, it's for that next gen.
Right.
And that next gen, and your son will remember that, and will want to engage in something like that, because it will always remember how he felt.
And my
Right.
kids, they volunteer and they're
Right.
in it and they want to help, and like it's better than anything that we do all year long. It's one of my favorite things.
Unfortunately, we're not doing the Christmas trees this year.
Yeah, that is
Oh, gosh,
unfortunate.
but that was a lot for you guys.
It's a lot. It's chaos. They spend all these time decorating these beautiful
Yeah.
trees, and then people steal the ornaments.
Or
Yeah,
they
they steal the
damage
whole
them and
tree.
Sad.
Yep.
Yep.
So
So it's
Funny part is that
unfortunate.
we give them away. They don't have to steal them.
I know.
Right?
Literally 2 trees were stolen
Right.
last year, like a whole
Here you
tree.
go. Here's a fully decorated tree.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't have to steal it.
Yeah, I was up there every other day, like,
Right.
redecorating our tree.
Yeah, picking them up,
That's a
and
lot.
Yeah.
they knock them down, or even wind. Like sometimes
Yeah.
it's even that. We had
But let's end it on a
hundreds of
good note,
trees.
because at the end of the day, we did so well with Halloween. Money's going towards Christmas this year
Yeah.
anyway. So the money we
Good.
were going to do for Christmas trees is now still going towards Christmas to unfortunate families as well. So
Yep.
Yeah.
we're
absolutely.
golden. We're good. It's about community involvement. That's what Keystone Keys is all about. That's what Gypsy is jumping on board and being all about
Yes.
as well. And I want to continue to do the path that we're all doing together, and watch everybody win.
Yep,
Yeah, can I-
absolutely.
Can I add something?
Sure.
So this kind of came to me yesterday. I was just thinking about how blessed we are where we live. Just the way that the community comes together and how
rare.
you guys are all collaborating together and
Yeah.
you guys are so open. Like there's multiple companies that are in the same genre, but they're still
Mhm.
like
Mm-hmm.
they're still vibing and they're still, have relationships with each other and
Yep.
bouncing ideas off each other. I don't know of any other
Nope.
city or town that is doing anything
So
like
think about
this.
how we were raised. Like it's a cutthroat world, right?
100%.
Cutthroat. You had to step on the next guy's neck to make to
Yep.
be successful, and that's not the truth. That's not how.
not.
There's enough business for everybody.
Absolutely. Yep.
And that's one of the things that we've always said. There's
Mhm.
always enough business.
Mhm.
That this isn't. I mean, our area is fortunate in to experience the amount of growth that we are experiencing. But I mean, how many mortgage companies are around here?
Oh,
20, 30,
A
At
plethora.
least.
probably more.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. And we're friends with almost all of them. And the ones that we're not friends with is just because we don't know them or they don't know us.
Right.
That's, that's all it is. But it's just camaraderie and
Yeah.
collaboration.
Yep.
That's it.
How many realtors are out there too?
Oh my gosh.
So you just have to.
It's Sam. It's change the behavior. change the view, right?
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
If we do it with small business, but do it in our community, one community at a time, change the behavior, change the view, teach our community different culture. That's when things change. And that's what's happening in this community. We've been doing it now for quite some time. And you can see the people that latch onto that. And then you see the people that just, they don't understand it because they don't get it. And that's the problem. The people that there's like animosity, or they just don't understand what we're doing because they think there's a hidden agenda behind it. But we're so transparent all the time, 24/7, and consistent in our message. There's no hidden agenda. It's just everybody win. It's really that simple.
It's a mindset for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. And I feel like the more good you put out there, the more good you get. I'm a big
absolutely.
believer on, the vibes and, the universe and, getting back, what you put out there.
It's true.
Yeah, you'll be paid back tenfold, right?
Always.
All right. I would say it's karma points,
It is. It is. We call them gypsy points now. It's
I
cool.
love it.
Oh, there you go. Hashtag Gypsy Points.
Gypsy points
is born. All right.
Yeah, reach out to me if you guys have any questions.
Yeah,
I'm an
absolutely.
open book.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
I'm
you.
really
It
excited
was
for you.
fantastic.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time.
All right, guys. And with that, we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Keystone Keys. And we will have
See ya.
Amerikey coming on next.
Ooh,
Paul and Bianca.
Bianca and Paul.
Yep.
It's like a Vidal Sassoon, but for locksmithing.
Yeah, it is.
Bianca and Paul.
They are so trendy too. aren't
They are, dude.
Like
They
they
need
are
to
all
do
over the
marketing
place.
Like that,
Yeah.
with
No,
the
I'm working on it.
hairdresser, like,
I'm working
tying
on it.
lines and
This is-
buttons, just
This
in
is
the
my
hair.
wife, and I am Paul.
He'll do it.
Yeah, it's coming.
That's
All right,
All
guys.
right, cool.
Love you.
Yep.
Thank
See
you,
ya.
guys. Good vibes always. Bye. Bye.